everyone.
I was not ready for you.
She's never ready for me to hit it. But sometimes I hit it.
Well, then let me know so I won't think that I'm supposed to be talking.
Well, girl, sometimes the spirit just moves me to get it going. Get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Now, big girl, want your back it up.
Yeah.
Want your back it up.
Anyway. I can't even get it out.
Welcome to the Ladies Who Keke. I am Cassie J, and this is the notorious
Dina B.
There you go, girl. I got you going.
Thank you, because you threw me all off. I'm like, I don't know how to start this thing right now.
You forgot the intro?
Yeah. I always say, what up, y'all? I'm like, what do I normally say? She threw me off, people. She threw me off. Nevertheless,
we are here with another review of The Basketball Wives. What season is this?
Episode 8.
No, season.
I'm sorry.
Season 8.
Season 8.
Episode 7.
6.
7.
Okay, so
7.
Okay.
See, you just all off your game.
You threw me off.
Come on, girl. Let's get it.
Go ahead.
Get it. All right. Anyway, so since I'm taking the lead here today.
Obviously.
Anyway, the show starts with what we was talking about last week. Jen and Evelyn with this makeup. Do you guys feel like they just made up a little too fast?
There was no in-depth conversation. There was no discussion. It was just
no
I'm
depth
sorry
to this.
I love you too.
I love you too, bitch.
And that was it. It's like, huh? Y'all need to have a deep conversation. Like,
y'all need to have a one-on-one, like, off somewhere.
I don't know. I did notice that Jen was smiling ear to ear. Happy as a goddamn clam.
She was like, woo, that was better than I thought, girl. I thought I was going to fight for this.
Hopefully so.
I felt like kind of like it was, you should have maybe like, hey, for the sake of this weekend, I hear your apology. I still feel like we kind of need to talk and hash this out. Have some more conversation later on. But for the sake of the weekend,
keep it light.
Right. Keep it light. Keep it right.
They took to the stream. They look like they back to being besties.
Right. They got in the car together later on. We out here.
So after they made up, the ladies ate. Everyone said the food was delicious.
I have one thing about that. This goes on. I'm just let y'all know right now off the gate. I'm going to be on the Malaysia Gets on My Nerves train this whole video. Just so you guys know, I apologize in advance if this is going to irritate you guys, but I'm just going to tell you now. You're going to hear me say Malaysia Gets on My Nerves a lot this video because she got on my nerves a lot this episode. Malaysia comes in talking about some, Evelyn, no, E, you all right? You look like you've been crying. Why even bring that up? Why even, why?
She looked like she was... No, before even she said that, though. Before she said that, she, in her little confession, she was like, yeah, I know Evelyn giving it to her.
I know she ain't there giving it to her.
I know she ain't gonna forgive her,
you not gonna forgive
Jen's
her.
BS.
You not gonna believe it.
She
did.
She gave her. Yeah, so.
Because the thing is, they have a deep relationship. They've been knowing each other for years. Yeah, it's different than your little lightweight situation you had with her. And they just different people than you, Malaysia. So.
She was going to be a negative Nancy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it was just like you bringing up the obvious. Yeah, the girl looked like she was crying. Yeah, ain't nobody else said nothing about it. I mean, you could have just came in and was like, well, how did it go? Why, it looked like you've been crying. You all right? What's wrong? Girl, you know what's wrong.
I guess she was trying to see,
no.
Have y'all, have you forgiven her? Y'all made up? Or y'all no longer friends? That. She just want to know the status.
Say that. I feel like you was trying to, make you was taking, a jab. Like, you was just trying to,
instigate something.
Yeah. It looked like you was crying. She made you cry, girl. What she? Girl, just ask the question.
So, they ate the breakfast. Then they split up in groups.
Yeah.
So some did
the
bike riding.
Cars.
Honestly, I would have had a heart attack.
On the go-cars or the bike?
On the go-karts.
I wanted to do the go-cars. I would like to do that. Them look fun.
I have to be the driver because if someone is driving, Dominique was joking. Woo! Nope, I don't play that shit. Oh. Have fun on your own time, not with my life.
I'll drive you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'll drive you.
No. Unfortunately, for me to have fun, I'll have to be in control because I ain't got time to be dying in these little go-kart things I got you to do the next day.
You rode in the car with me before?
I'm talking about the go-karts and the way that they were driving and no.
You rode in a regular car with me and I did
That's fine.
fine.
And that's fine. And that's fine.
So I can drive.
I'm not saying that you can't. All I'm saying is I will have a little heart attack in them little ass go-karts if someone wants to be a little reckless or have a little too much
fun. Just
fun.
clench your pearls and everything will be fine.
The devil is a lie. I'm either not
Get your
going.
blessed oil and your
I'm
cross
either not
and
going
your
or I'm the driver.
Then you can't be in control all the time. Sometimes you gotta let go and let God.
Again, I'm either not going or I'm the driver.
Oh, you going.
You don't want me to be the driver, then I ain't going.
You going. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna have a blessed time in the Lord.
I think that the bike ride thing was nice.
Listen, I feel like
and then
this is just me being lazy. The bike ride is too much work.
A nice little bike. It's not. I don't think they had any hills to go up. I think it was like flat.
It's working my legs.
Yeah, go ahead, get yourself a little cardio.
That was a lot of work on my legs. Mm-hmm. Now they had to throw shade with the bike riding group. They was like, "This is the most fun we've had with OG the whole time because she's in the back
and Cece's not around." It's like she's having fun. Why the fuck are you being mean girls, Evelyn? Why are you being a mean girl to OG? Like for what? What the fuck did she do to you?
She was better taking her selfies
on Snap, having fucking fun
like you're supposed to do on a vacation.
So they finally sat down. And OG mentioned thing with the situation with Malaysia. And it's like, everyone was like, ugh, here we go.
They was like, then Evan was like, can we put her back on the bike and let her pedal away?
I was starting to like her. It's like, bitch, what the fuck are you?
So basically you like her because she wasn't talking.
Mean girl bullshit.
But everybody else can talk and say what they want to say.
Say whatever the hell they say.
Because technically when you look at it, OG hasn't said anything really this whole time. Yeah, that she's been there. She hasn't really said anything.
She mentioned that Malaysia did a little drive-by at Cece's engagement party. She didn't really appreciate it. She wanted to talk about it. So then that goes into Jen's, like, how do you feel about Malaysia? And that's when Jen was like, I feel like we both could have, we both need to apologize. Mm-hmm. Which I found, that's some bullshit, though. It's like...
Your situation was two different things. Like, you roped her into this scheme that you had.
Yeah, you try to use her as a pawn to get back at
Evelyn. And she threw a
Evelyn.
table at you. Both of y'all were wrong. Nonetheless, like they said, Malaysia was reacting off of what you did. Yeah. When she realized what it was that you did. You were lying, and she reacted off of that. Now, let's all be adults. And yes, you were only responsible for the way you react to somebody. You can't control what people do. You can only control yourself and how you react. So, yeah.
One thing I noticed, though, now that Jen and Evelyn back to being friends, Evelyn talking about, yeah, that was kind of excessive. What?
But you jumping off of a table is not excessive?
What? Now that y'all back to being besties, now it was kind of excessive.
You throwing wine bottles at people is not excessive. You reaching through, hitting somebody with your clutch is not excessive?
Bullshit.
Come on now, darling.
I'm like, here we go.
Shall we continue to go down the list of the excessive things that you've done through the show?
Hello, somebody.
Okay. I didn't think so. So, let's move right along.
But yeah, OG is right. Other people can wild out. Nothing
Not
said.
her.
When she does anything.
When she even just mentions, I want to
stop.
sit down and talk to her about the situation. Why are you even bringing this up? We're having a good time. And she's just like, everybody else is making amends. Can I not make amends too? Like, why can I not make amends like everybody else? This is not what this trip is about. Okay, girl. I'll just keep on sweeping stuff under the rug like everybody else then, I guess. I can't talk. I'm just going to sweep under the rug and just smile. So, then the other group, they were sitting there talking. That was Phoebe, Malaysia, Dominique, and was it Jackie?
No, it's Kristen.
Yeah. And, Dominique was like, oh, I like these girls, because she wasn't with Jen. And, her sitting with them comes up later on when they get back to the house because, you know, they was like, Jennifer, do you feel threatened that, you know, she was
Dominique
making
is now
cool with Malaysia. And she was like, I'm an adult. You know, my friend can be friends with anybody. I don't care. Like, that's not going to change our friendship.
And I do like Dominique. That's who should join the cast, Dominique and not Phoebe. We don't need Phoebe in our lives. We'll get to her in a minute.
Yeah.
Her damn trifling ass. But, then it went to Cece and Byron. They went to Mexico. They just came back from their trip. And they're talking about, you know, the next step is our wedding and where the family is. And I kind of agree with Cece, though, because she was saying that the fact that Byron's family is not there for him, that only hurts Byron.
And she was just
not
like,
her.
I can't do anything at this point. This is really something that you have to do. And even though he was saying, you know, I don't really care to an extent, she was like, but I care.
Yeah.
And because I care, you should care. And I think that's what it boils down to. And I can understand that because it's like, I know that and she said, I love that you're protecting me and you're putting me first, but I know how important your family is to you. And I want you to try to work this out and make this work with them because it doesn't feel right for them not to be there. Because I know you want them to be there.
Yeah.
But it's like, in that same sense, you can't make somebody want to do something they don't want to do when this is all just a bunch of pettiness and misunderstanding. It's just a bunch of nonsense, stuff that shouldn't have happened. But he was like, well, this can't happen if they're going to disrespect you.
Right.
And that's why she's like, I mean, I love that you defend me and have my back, but
I like that
really won't. And I do, and I agree, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You're my wife. They have to respect that, period.
Because you're now my family.
Right. They have to respect that, and that's just what it is. But she was just like, I just want you to sit down and talk to them and try to make this work. But he's just like, I mean, I'm willing to do that, but I want you to understand at the end of the day, if I do this and they still want to continue to disrespect you, then they can't come. And I'm okay. And he's going to let her know that I'm okay with them not being there if they're going to continue to disrespect you. So you need to be okay with that too.
Yeah.
So.
That's a tricky situation.
It is. Because, you know, it's just like, damn if you do, damn if you don't type
Pretty
thing.
much.
It's like, I want you to be here, but I'm not going to let you be here and be disrespectful to her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's the wife. I want your kids to be there because I know that they came before me. I know that they're important to you because if I leave, you know, it's a lot. It's just a lot. And I hate that they're in a situation, but it's kind of like, everybody got to take responsibility for their part in it. And I think if everybody do that, then they can move forward. But you got to be honest in order to take responsibility for your part. And I think that's part of the issue. Everybody's not being honest about their part. You still got a lot of, well, she said this and she did that. I never said this. I never did this. Okay, let's stop. It's all out there now. So just take your part of it and say, yep, that was mine. Yeah, that was mine. And so we can move on past it. So we can stop doing all this. Nope, that was yours. No, just take yours so we can move on. But
it's like, agree to disagree.
And maybe that's the best that you might be able to come up to.
And just move forward.
So, the other issue I have with Malaysia she just gets on my nerves with, she just won't let stuff go.
Mm-mm.
It's like, you just holding on to,
Everything's,
I just want her to just stop. Like, it just, every time, like, OG name comes up, she just, I just can't.
I mean, Malaysia's just a miserable bitch right now. I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know. And she's just negative, which is so weird because she was talking about, I want my family to move forward, but it's like, or you want other people to move forward, but it's like you're not living you're not living what you're preaching. Right.
Because they get back home, they sit down and have dinner.
Well, this is where OG, for me,
this was a bad situation.
All right. So they all have dinner, everyone's at the table, and I feel like OG kind of should have done it better.
She should have did it right then. This was a bad time.
It was a very bad time.
OG decides, they asked her to do they said to do a prayer. They asked her to pray over the food.
Yeah, she said, it sounded like Jackie Christie.
It did sound, she said Jackie Christie, but she said Jesus Christ
in her language. Whatever, I forgot.
And even Jackie said, I mean, I know I am like a God, a Jesus figure, because, I'm just trying to make everyone come together. I was like, oh my gosh.
It would have been nice for, they would just had dinner and just let it be, but no, OG decides to bring up the situation with Malaysia.
Since
about
we're
this
all
whole
here.
drive-by. Yeah, since everyone's at the table, which everyone was not at the table. Cece wasn't there, but nevertheless. Right. Since we're all here, let's address this situation with Malaysia. And it's like, girl, can't you just have a nice, normal meal without some bullshit?
Wait, before we do that, this is why I was upset about the whole Malaysia thing. So this goes back to what you were saying too, with now that Jen and Evelyn know made up. So when they get back from doing the whole 2 different events, so Evelyn told, Malaysia. So Malaysia, Jen, and said that she wants to apologize to you, and she was just like, "Girl, whatever." And she said, but she also feels like you need to apologize. What do you need to apologize for? I ain't do nothing. And she was like, the whole table throwing situation, and she was like, "Okay, I can be woman enough to admit that, yeah, that was out of my character. That was wrong. That's the only thing that I will apologize for." And she was just like, "Okay. So you're admitting that you did do something wrong then?" And she was like, other than that, I don't know what to say to her, but she was like, whatever. So it's just like, these women with this, I owed an apology, but then I don't want to give you the chance to apologize, but I'm keep telling everybody she owed me an apology, but you don't want to give people a chance to apologize, but then you don't want to own up to your part and stuff either. This is the stuff that frustrates me about this whole cast and this whole season.
Either we're going to
But you're holding grudges. Yes.
Either we're going to move forward
or we're not.
We're not.
But don't keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Don't keep holding on to it and making everybody else a part of your issue. If they want to move on from it, let everybody else move on from it. And you go on over there in the corner and pout. But don't try to make everybody else be mad with you. Yes, go pout and have your tantrum by yourself, but don't try to make everybody else be a part of this. If me and Dana want to go on and be friends with a person and be happy and chill with them, then fine. But don't try to make me and Dana be a part of your shenanigans. No, y'all come with me. Y'all want to be mad with her too, because I'm mad.
The saying is, misery loves company.
Well, I don't want to be your company. Okay?
She's a miserable
I'm happy. I'm a happy person. I like to have a good time. And if this girl is having a good time, I want to go where the good time is. I don't want to be over here in the corner, sitting here miserable, sipping on misery juice. I want to go over here with the good time juice. Okay? Stop.
That's Malaysia this season.
So now we go downstairs and we sit at the table. And OG,
timing was off.
Timing is everything, darling. Your timing was horrible. Everybody was happy and they laughed at her prayer. They was like, girl, we thought you said Jackie Christie, girl. She was like, no.
Well, that was a sweet prayer and everything was fine and good to go.
Everybody was happy with you.
And here you go. It's like, and let's address this now. It's like.
She said, and see.
And I feel like she just approached it wrong.
She's so aggressive.
Yes. Very aggressive. So they were talking about
the drive-by.
Yeah, how she didn't feel like it was appropriate. But then she was saying
talking about timing. That's the exact word she said. I don't think this was the time for you to address the issue you had with me. We don't think this was the time for you to address the issue you had with her about the issue.
Exactly. It's like, okay.
Use your own words,
But then she was saying how Byron and Cece have told me plenty of things. Mm-hmm. I think she also said, like, they told me, like...
She went over she basically said how she came into the information. She said that they were sitting down having dinner, and she said Byron had got up and went to the bathroom. And she said Cece leaned over and said, and Thomas isn't even Byron's real son. Now, that story didn't even make sense. Because I'm like, where did this come from? Like, what was the backstory? What were y'all talking about for her to just bring up this information because it just seems random for you just to come out the blue and just say this. It was like, it just seemed like there was some kind of context that you left out.
But my thing is this though. They all think that Cece puts the battery in
OG's back. And she said, no, I say what I want to say.
But then she's been saying that Cece and Byron's been telling her things.
Yes.
She was like, Kristen, yeah, they told me a whole bunch of things about y'all relationship. But yet Kristen always gets upset about Cece being involved. It's like, well, Byron's also involved too. He be talking too.
And we're going to talk about Byron later on again.
Yeah.
He did something that I didn't like at the end of the episode.
Yeah, we definitely talking about that.
I was rooting for you.
We was
all rooting for you to the end of the episode.
It's funny because Kristen was like, so you think that they don't talk about you? She was like,
no.
Never. That's honestly
that was stupid for you
that
to
is
say.
stupid because like if she's
they
talking about you really think they won't do it to you?
Thank you.
That's why it's like that's in life though. It's like yes. I have a friend. She talks about all her other friends. I'll be a dumb ass bitch if I did not think she'll talk about me. So it's like okay.
You be sitting there like, oh girl, all your friends.
Yeah, you talking about give me all their business.
You be like this.
So it's like I know not to tell my business to her.
Tell nothing that I don't want to be repeated.
So for OG, be like, never, like, you're foolish. You're really dumb.
You're not there. So you don't know what this pillow talk be about.
Hello, somebody.
So she was like, so Evelyn jumps in and was like, it was just bad for you to say. You shouldn't have said it. And she said, that's your opinion and you're entitled to, Shani jumps in too.
This is again where OG for me was going down the wrong path.
Right,
because
you just kept going.
Now she's getting real defensive.
Here's the cliff.
Exactly. Because she shouldn't have brought it. Like, honestly, it's like now she brought up the whole situation back up again. And even though her and Kristen resolved it
and moved on,
she kind of brought it back up and then kind of twisted what was said. Like, well, you said things about my men and me, and so now we're even. Don't talk about mine. I won't talk about yours. It's like
because it was
that's not good.
Because what happened was it's like you were talking to Malaysia, and now it indirectly goes to Kristen because Malaysia was being passive aggressive about it. She's like, don't be passive aggressive about it. She's like, I'm not. I was wrong. You're right. I was wrong. She was like, no, it's not a matter of somebody being right or wrong. It was just. No, you're right. Because it was wrong for me to say it to you then. So you're right. I was wrong for saying it to you then. She was like, I'm just trying to tell you that what you said was wrong. And it was like, what she said wasn't wrong. The timing was wrong. But what she said wasn't wrong. Byron did not tell you this information for you to use it against anybody. They was just telling you information just in conversation. Like we said before. You talking to a friend, you see this person eating this information
but it's like she apologized to Chris. She said, I'm sorry for saying it.
And that was the bottom line about that.
So I wish that OG would have left it at that.
All you had to do was pull them ladies to the side and say, hey.
Me and Kristen, we resolved this. I was wrong for saying the way I did. And then you kept it going. But no, you want to fight. You want to
have confrontation.
Right. Yeah, you got to be right. I mean, I get.
And you want everybody. You want everybody to know that you're right.
A part of me gets why she did it, but it doesn't
look good.
And it doesn't. There's no progression from the way that you're delivering
it. It doesn't resolve anything.
She feels like her back's in the corner because they keep
everybody
picking at her.
Yeah.
They keep doing it. So it's like you corner a dog, they're gonna attack. That's what she's doing. But it's like you're not gonna win anybody over by doing this, sweetie.
So it's like you did that, and then now you don't open up that wound with Kristen.
Y'all were doing one step forward. Now y'all went 3 steps back
because you trying to get at Malaysia, and now she just rediverted you back over to Kristen by bringing up. Well, the reason why I said it, we don't even know why you said it. We know why you said it because we've already went down that road. Don't go back down that road. Going back and explaining again why you did it. We know why you did it. I did it because Kristen was talking about me. We know why you did it.
Exactly.
So now here Kristen, she's over there like.
Exactly. And honestly, I would have too.
I would have too, because I was
way.
like, I'm trying everything in me not to like argue
we're
with
still
you,
doing
fight
this?
with you about this. Like, I'm
Isn't
really,
this
really
resolved by
trying,
now?
because I forgave you. I thought we was moving past this. I thought we was done with this. And it's just like, please don't say nothing. You know, it's like being in the room with somebody and somebody just keeps saying something. You just be like, if they say this one more time, if they say it one more time, I'm gonna go off. If they say it one more time, and you just sit there like, please, Lord, let them leave, because I don't. If they say this one more time, you know what? I've been sitting here real quiet, and I don't listen to everything that you said, and you've been lying the whole time. I'm gonna tell you why you've been lying, and that's how she was sitting there like. So you gonna sit here and talk about me in my face like I'm not right here?
It was a bad move for OG.
It was, and this is the problem. She's talking to Malaysia. And this is the problem with this whole group. Talking to Malaysia. Evelyn feels the need to say something. Shiny feels the need to say something. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. And because y'all jumped in, now I feel even more defensive. Mm-hmm. And now I got to get more aggressive.
Because now I feel like it's 5 against 1.
Yes. But now, as you notice, when she was talking, when them two jumped in, Malaysia didn't say nothing else. Because now it's like, oh, somebody else could fight for me. Somebody else could say something. I ain't got.
And at this point, no one. I didn't feel bad for OG because she kind of started it.
Yeah, because you said something. That's why I was like, OG, shut up.
So that was said and done.
So Phoebe breaks it up and says, I got a video I want to show y'all.
So I don't know what happened. They got up from there. And Jen pulled OG aside
to warn her,
to say, "Hey,
FYI, girl,
Phoebe wrote. There was a song that she referenced you in it,
saying you wear fake clothes.
Yeah, we're talking about wearing fake clothes. So I'm like, oh Lord, Jen.
Now,
why are you starting?
There's a part of me that feels like, yeah, you should have told her.
You should have told her.
Yeah. And this is the reason why. Because I agree with her when she said, I know how it feels to be blindsided. You walk into a room and everybody knows what's going on but you. But a part of me feels like the fact that the girl didn't say her name in the song, she didn't say her name.
Was that the song that she played though?
It wasn't.
That's
didn't
what
know.
Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't know what it was.
Okay.
She just said, I got this video. And she knew that there was a song out about her. So nobody knew what video that was getting ready to be played. So
that's why I feel like Jen shouldn't have said nothing.
But that's what that's why I said a part of me feels like, yeah, you should have, because it's like if that song came on and it was that song that she did, now everybody else in the room knows. So in true OG fashion, she confronts. She decides to address it right then and there. So this is the part I'm just like, come again. Once again, OG, you are too aggressive for no reason, darling.
Yeah, like let it build. Let the confrontation build. Don't go from.
Said, let that beat build.
Don't go from 0 to 100. But wait. So she's like, Phoebe, I heard that you have some rhymes about me, whatever. Why the fuck this bitch talking about some? No. She's like, oh, you ain't reference nobody with, wearing fake clothes. She was like, I wrote that, but it wasn't about you.
But, she said, but notice what she said, but it just so happens to fit.
Bitch, that's not what it was. Bring that same energy you had when you were talking to your girls, Evelyn and Jackie, whomever else. Have that same damn energy. Because you know damn well you was talking about OG, and production ain't worth shit.
No, they
because they sure enough did that rewind and showed the clip of her talking that
to
shit.
Evelyn. And then, made me mad again. Here come Malaysia and coming in the room and something. What's happening? Malaysia, sit your fucking ass down. You know what was happening.
And truthfully, you even warned her, that's fighting words.
Now you sitting here acting dumbfounded. What's going on? You know what's about to happen. She's about to get her ass whooped. Sit down before you be next.
She was like, you from... Now, this is where I don't understand. She's like, you from New York, I'm from LA.
So you from Brooklyn, and I'm from LA, not via Nigeria, by the way in Nigeria.
It's like, let me make you an example of you and just catch this fade. It's like, what?
So then Shawty was like, I'm sorry, why are we catching fades?
And then she was like, I could kill you with my bare hands, but I'm not going to do it. I'm like, why you threatening to kill people, baby?
So that's what I was like, I'm sorry. I don't understand what warranted someone having to die today or catching a fade. What happened?
I feel like
that's
OG
when
took it too far.
You didn't go 0 to 100. You went to 1,000.
She took it too far.
I
let the argument build before you start making threats of killing people.
Cause the thing is, it's a difference between like me as a friend joking with somebody, and I'm like, girl, I'm gonna cut you. If you keep on fucking me, I'm gonna cut you. I'm not gonna pull out a knife and cut nobody. You meant what you said when you said, I will kill you with my bare hands. That wasn't no joke. You could catch the spade. Wasn't no joke.
I don't know if she said that because Phoebe blatantly lied to her face. Because even Evan was like, now Phoebe wasn't being too truthful, but you know, that's what OG get for talking about the Scott family. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, girl.
You compare apples to oranges because neither you or Phoebe had anything to do with the Scott family.
No,
so it's like
you just met them
trying to damn fight someone else's battles. Mind your damn
Phoebe
business.
just met this whole crew. You just met them like last year. So
Phoebe's a fake ass bitch. If she kept it a buck, she's so real. She's so Brooklyn.
She would have been like, yeah, girl,
you should have said, yeah, I wrote it. What's up?
That's how I felt at the time.
What's up? But talking about something, no. Like, you're irrelevant. No, bitch, you wrote a fucking song about, I mean, not a song, but you referenced in the fucking
verse,
song.
and it was mentioned, and yeah, I referenced that you wear
You
fake
just
clothes.
don't blatantly lie and then be all nonchalant about it? Absolutely not.
Girl,
I don't know. That may piss me off. That may have pissed me off. Like, don't insult my intelligence and lie to my motherfucking face. However, I ain't gonna I don't know. I guess I would have just did it. If you about that life, you should have done it. Don't talk about, all right, let's just catch his face. What's gonna happen now? Y'all supposed to clear the room? Like, I don't know. It was just weird. It was weird.
But then
OG.
she was like, I don't play touch football for nothing. Yeah, I'm aggressive. And then Shawnee was like, we know a lot of athletes.
Yeah, and they fucked a lot of athletes.
And they're not. They sure between them women in that room,
Wow.
we're not going to count the bodies.
Wow.
But she was just like, we know a lot of athletes. And
they don't always result to violence.
Violence. They're not aggressive like you are.
Exactly.
And they was just like, and so of course OG had a rebuttal, and Shawty said, listen, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. And she was like, you don't have to go back and forth with me. I think OG's whole thing is, OG is the type of person that hasn't had the last word, and those kind of people irk my spirit.
OG, I feel like sometimes she has a valid point with the way they're treating her. Okay.
She had that Tamar moment. It's because of the way you've been treating me.
However, you need to learn how to express yourself so that it comes across like people
real clear.
People are receptive of it, because I feel like you're trying to do that, but they're missing the mark. So like, even
the aggression is kind of throwing
you know what
off.
I mean? It's like, I'm not hearing nothing you saying because all I'm hearing right now is you about to kill me or you could kill me. So it's like, let's be a little more strategic, more smart about your approach,
softer.
How to resolve things. You need to learn how to resolve conflict better.
Conflict resolution.
Yes. You need a
There's
class
classes.
on that.
There's classes on there.
You need that. It's not everything is worth the little 1-2 punch combo. Does Phoebe need a fade? Perhaps.
She did catch a fade.
One hit, but
a couple jabs. Don't kill her.
You need to realize sometimes it's
die.
easier to catch flies with honey than it is with salt.
And vinegar.
So that's my words for you.
So they go watch the video.
Oh, child. It was terrible. Bless her heart. It was terrible. And every last one of them.
They was lying to her.
They were like, everyone got to start somewhere. It was a hot ass mess.
My lady thought something. I can find
Jackie. What Jackie said, I died laughing. She was like, God, I should have wrote it down. Jackie was the first one to comment, basically saying, you missed your mark. That's not what it is.
She was like, you don't need to dance around in front of the car the whole time. Like, she said, you got to have more.
Everyone dragged Phoebe in their little confessions.
Malaysia didn't. Well, Malaysia didn't do a confession. She was like, I can see myself running around to that.
That's a lie. No, you can't. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Evelyn didn't drag her. She was like, everybody had to start somewhere. Oh, she's like, even
Jen,
the Cardi B's and the
Jen dragged her.
Jen did. She was like, this was whack.
But Jackie's response, I forgot exactly what she said, but it was hilarious. I laughed my behind off.
She did say something funny. And then OG was like, the song is called Lying. No comment.
Phoebe, you're a liar. You are a liar.
She was like, somebody said, oh, I think one of them was like, this should be the theme song for this group. I was like, it says, yeah, y'all are a bunch of liars. Yeah, y'all be lying. So then it ended.
They were twerking. They did a twerk contest, but OG went to bed.
She did. She said, I'm done with y'all. Malaysia busted out to a split, so Jackie said, you won.
So that was the end of that. They come back. Kristen has a talk with Thomas. Thomas is saying that she's done. He's done. He doesn't really.
Well, wait. Cece went wedding shopping for her dresses. She has a man of honor.
Yeah.
Would you have a man? Could you think of? Would you?
Yeah, I would do that.
A man of honor.
If one like my best friend was gay, a gay guy, yeah.
I thought it was cute. I was like, oh, I have a man that I.
I'm trying not to be a gay guy. It could be a guy too.
I get it. But a man of honor. I thought that was interesting. I'm not used to. But I remember the episode of Girlfriends. Joan was the dude's woman of honor because he was a best woman. That's what he called her, best woman. And I was like, it's not traditional, not typical in weddings. But when they was dress shopping, she had talked about the whole. They was like, what's going on? They was like, you need to make up, got to like resolve this issue going on because it's not good for the families to not get along like that. She was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and I'm like,
they don't know what she can do. They gotta do it. Everyone else they do it on their own.
They don't like you, and I don't know how this. Oh, and so not Cece, but Kristen was talking to Thomas about going to the wedding, and he was just like, I don't want to go, and she was like, is it because of me? Yes, it is because of you, but he didn't want to say that. He was like, well, I gotta talk to my dad.
That's when that really needs to happen.
And I'm trying to figure out why hasn't this happened. His dad
needs to have a conversation and leave the women out of it.
Why have y'all not talked?
Exactly.
After all this, why have you not talked to your son?
Exactly. Other than that, though, the last part of the episode
was OG, Kristen,
OG, Cece, and Byron. They sit down
for dinner.
This is where I'm looking at Cece and Byron real sideways.
No, not Cece, because Cece did exactly what Cece normally does. Byron is the one that got me looking at him sideways. Cece goes where the wind blows.
But that's Cece's friend. And honestly, I kind of do see where they do be putting the battery in OG's back. I kind of do feel bad for OG. Like, I feel like she being played a little bit.
She is.
And it's like, wake up.
Right. Because this is not, they don't say to her several times, they're playing you. And she's like, no, they're not. Yes.
I think they are.
They are.
I think they are.
She comes back and she tells them about her trip. And she tells them, I talked to Malaysia and I told her, what happened. And
like, she keep bringing up this word. What's the word? I forgot the word.
Dang!
There was a word
that she was using. Ammunition.
And there we go. It's like, I don't know where she got this word for ammunition. They're both like, oh no. Here goes production.
They play the takes back. See how I told you they play the takes backs when they choose to. And it shows the scene when they were sitting at home, just Cece and Byron.
Bringing it up.
And Cece says to them, she was like, Kristen and Malaysia are saying that, you gave OG this information to use as ammunition. And he was like, right. And then they come back to current, and it was like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know where it came from. Like, what?
Y'all.
Child.
Y'all have discussed this. You do know where this is coming from. This is not news to you. Why is this breaking news to you guys? And they're just like, yeah, I don't know where this is coming from.
It's like Byron in front of Malaysia.
You act one way.
And in front of OG,
you act another way.
Totally different.
When you're with Cece by yourself, it's another situation altogether too. So Cece knew that was a lie because in her confessional, she was like, I'm going to stand by my husband, and whatever he says, that is the story. That is the truth.
And that's why I say Cece is to fault too, because this is your friend. Your friend is having your back, going to war for you.
She's in trouble because of standing up for you.
And you literally knowing that he's
your
lying.
husband is not telling the whole truth.
And it's like, oh my, I was just so disgusted. I'm like,
this whole time I was rocking with Byron up until that moment. And the look on his face, he's like, yeah. I was upset about that.
I did the math. Something don't add up.
Something ain't clean in the milk.
Well, that buttermilk ain't clean, as they say down south.
It is not clean. So that did bother me because it was like, and then you could see on her face, she was like, thank you. Like, thank you guys for making me feel better because they got me and I'm crazy.
So now they got you looking like Boo Boo the damn fool. Girl.
So this is why when stuff like this happens and it's multiple people, don't keep having these one-offs with this one here, this one there. Get everybody in the room and be like, all right, we about to clear this up once and for all.
There's another particular reason why I don't fight no one else's battles. I
mind
my damn business.
I was that friend. And I have learned as I've gotten older.
I stayed the fuck out of it.
I'm like, I will defend my friend in the sense of I'm not going to let you tarnish their character. But if it's something like a he said, she said type situation, I'm like, you need to talk to her. You need to talk to him. But I'm not going to talk about my friend in general. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about them. Especially for something that you don't know nothing about. Like if you was like, oh yeah, your friend, she was out here hoeing. Girl, she was with me. What you talking about? If you just tell a blatant lie, like I know for sure that you was telling a damn lie. But that kind of stuff.
That scene got me looking at them real side-eye.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Like that really bothered me that they did that. Like I was like, so all this time. I mean, I always kind of knew that they was using her to an extent, but I didn't realize it was. I really thought it was kind of like Cece just being Cece, where she kind of y'all just talking as girls, and then like she always do, like she did last season. When somebody confronting her, she getting lost with her words. She can't say. I just thought it was that. Now to find out, Byron, you're not just as bad in the sense of you can't find your words. You know your words. You just.
So yeah, that was the end of that episode. Overall, I'm gonna give it a good C.
I was gonna give it just like a B-.
Give it a C plus. It was alright. So they showed a clip of what's happening next, upcoming season. I'm happy to see Tammy back again. I ain't seen her in quite a while, so she'll be back in the mix with the ladies a little bit more.
Well, she was only gone, I guess, because she on a trip.
True. But I'm just happy to see her more interactive with the ladies.
I think this is gonna be her last season, though.
To each his own.
Tired of these hoes.
But yeah, so make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe,
share
it.
It's a long list of things we tell you guys to do, but we thank you all for continuing everything that you do. Comment gang down there, y'all. Gang down there in the comments.
Until next time, bye guys.